Thank you. So I'm going to read two poems. The second one's a bit longer than the first. This first poem was inspired by my attempt at copying the painting The Great Wave of Kanagawa at the only painting class I've ever been to. It's called The Great Wave. Not exactly a masterpiece. Lost somewhere between cartoon and reality. The golden sky, blended to within an inch of its life, yields to the almighty dragon wave, seething with sea foam and captured in mid-loom above banana boats. This replica, having never known Hokusai's hand, never imprinted with a woodblock's ink, and denied its 35 ukiyo-e siblings, perched awkwardly at first among its peers, ashamed to show its strokes, unduly bold, its crested swell, daubed like wiggly W's, drooping in the fore. But somewhere on the journey home, between Clapham Junction and Streatham Hill, set off by a Tesco bag and balanced gingerly on the window seat, a feeling stirred within it. First inching up its corseted deep, then surging higher along the bridge of the great wave, compelling it onward until the feeling seemed to burst out from its canvas and proclaim to the world, I am me and I have the right to be. At the end of last summer, I went down to Folkestone for a short break on my own. I did a lot of walking and people watching, and this poem is about a guy I saw on Folkestone Promenade one evening, sat on a bench. It's called The Confessional. If you lingered here for a stretch, you'd still get there by past. And really, who would miss you? Besides, these insubstantial limbs can barely hold your weight. Clad in the denim jeans she bought you, she insisted, recumbent against the changing room door, eyes like treacle in the 40-watt haze taking you in. And you stood there, all hard and soft at once, hoisting your white flag to the rafters, watching her lips curl and part. Looking good, she winks, but I like them better off. A child screams you back to Folkestone Promenade. Yes, it would be good to stop just for a while. You lower yourself to the bench like a man twice your age, sit like defeat on the hard wood, afraid to meet the searing eyes of passers-by. They can't know what you've done, can't discern the poltergeist of guilt that stalks you, witness to marathon bouts of Al Jazeera, BBC World News, followed by unwanted cornflakes and unvoiced departures. You did this. Cleaving to the wake of vinegar and breaded place, bound for coffee tables and prelude to Friday night caresses, your senses conjure her, and Pavlovian she appears. She's leading you by the hand into the smokehouse. Best fish and chips in town, she's beaming. Let's eat them on the harbour arm. That's how it began, and who knew then how many luminous summer mornings you would breathe her in, how many nights liberated by Jim Beam, yielding your paper snowflake stories to each other without tearing. Who knew then it would all disappear? You did this. Head in hands, you bow before the sea in some kind of desperate prayer, white-knuckled and gut-wrenched, pleading with whatever powers exist to make it stop, to take you back to how it was before you did this. And in response, only the impervious, unforgiving roar, the inexorable vastness of what has been before, ebbing and renewing, flowing through you, resonating with joy and pain at once. If only some penance could make it right. They'll all be gathered in the ship tonight, talking tools and tackle, and at least 2 pints in, shining with laughter and released from the day's toil. No shadow awaits them in the night, or lingers to mar every word, every action, every thought. Why taint their happy lives with something they can't fight, can't see or even contemplate. No, you must get up now, leave this purgatorial bench, go home to this hell of your own making, and leave thoughts of heaven behind.
Gosh, well, that was a wonderful description and observational poem. So I look forward very much to seeing you at the stanza, Liz.
Thank you.
That'd be great. Anyway, thank you very much for those.